Hey everybody, it's Jerry Norris with the Fledge here with another episode of Every Damn Day. And today on the show we have Djoachim from Timely Dining, and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jerry. It's good to be here. It's good to be in the presence of a wonderful person, an entrepreneur, and supporter of those that want to help out other people. So I think that's awesome.
Well, thank you. You're the first person to compliment me like that in the beginning. So you're actually the first of a couple things. We were talking before the show started. I don't know much about your idea yet, though I know you as an entrepreneur. So I think that's great. And the other part is mostly everyone that we've talked to so far, they're selling something, they're building it up. And you're kind of in the idea stage with this particular idea that we're going to talk about. So I'm really excited about that because I love the idea stage. It's where the creativity happens. So why don't you tell us about yourself and about your project real quick?
Okay. Well, a bit of background about me is I'm in the service industry, and it was in the restaurant industry. From a server to management, and now I'm also in the service industry, but it's as an insurance broker. So I help out people through customer service, which across the board is a strong staple for the service industry because you're dealing with people, and people are who I want to help, especially in times like this. So that's me. I'm a customer service guy, and probably always will be.
All right. So tell us about your idea.
All right. The idea is called Timely Dining, and it was conceptualized when I was management of a local restaurant called. Can I plug it?
Yes, of course.
All right. Called the Soup Spoon Cafe, and if you've ever been there, it gets really packed. But as of late, with this pandemic, restaurants across the board have not been able to, get the business that they once had before. So in dealing with the new normal, I took the idea that I had way back when for that restaurant, and now I want to give the idea to whomever is willing to listen, because it's here to help. So Timely Dining is a web-based application that helps smartphone users interface with the portals that are now coming out, for web chatting. These portals are essential for video chatting, customer service. You could do to-goes, reservations, and even live feed promotions through a portal. Now, the POS system, the point of sale, is to gather, record, store, and secure financial information so that they can coincide. And every restaurant's got a POS system. And these two devices, can upgrade the dining reservations. And when I say that, I want to change the culture or introduce to the culture departure times. Departure times like they do at hotels, or departure times like they have at the airports. It's part of our culture. But why not have it to where it's part of our culture for the restaurants? And with that being said, the reservation system can be customized by participating restaurants to incentivize return visits or build loyalty points. If you leave on time, then you should get rewarded for that. That way, the next person behind you can enjoy their reservations. But the true nature is to keep the experience much safer, much convenient for the guests, and at the same time, less problematic for servers to turn tables. You don't have to give them hints or subliminal messages to leave, which I've been part of myself. Giving an appropriate amount of time for servers or for the restaurant to sanitize and set up for the next guest. It's being safe, it's being sanitary, and a departure time ensures a more manageable and profitable restaurant. Right now, these restaurants got all these outdoor seating, but Michigan, it gets cold. Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to sit outside during the cold, let alone go outside. So, um, the consistency of this departure time can be incorporated now versus waiting till winter to, try to figure out something else. So anyway, that's yeah.
So I was sitting there intensely listening to what you were saying, and at one point there, this big smile gets on my face because that's when you told me basically the problem you were solving. Because I didn't know this, we hadn't talked about this yet
Right.
before, and I really love, that as you examine, COVID is the entrepreneur's dream in a lot of ways, because it's presented so many problems to us. And what's an entrepreneur's job but to solve those problems?
Yes.
And examining all these different processes and systems and institutions is really a lot of fun. So I've never thought about a departure time like that. I mean, I guess, there are some places like cafeterias and school where you would have that, but I just love the creativity of the entrepreneur. I've always loved your creativity.
Thank you.
You and I have talked about tons of ideas in the past.
Yes.
So this is a really good idea. This is significant. And I like your name. As soon as you said that, I'm thinking through names, and I got a name like Get Your Ass.
Yeah, I've had a couple different names, but they're chapters and stories that well, I put it like this: I've had a lot of different hats. Right now, it's the headphone hat, and it's been the manager hat, or I've worked in a prison. I was a realtor. You name it, I've done it. I know about it. But with this COVID situation, just to bring it back full circle, people have to get in where they can fit in, and these ideas, these silver linings, these proposals, I'm open arms to. And I think if you're a small business owner, or you just want some support, definitely listen to the ideas that are out there, because none of us have been through this before. So we all have some input. We all have something to say. And a lot of times it's, at least for where I'm coming from, I want to be positive and have an impactful result that I believe can work, just this, that, and the next, just the ingredients, to make it happen.
I love ingredients. I'm glad that you don't say components and parts and systems, because it's a big stew,
Yes.
So I think that leads into the daily question, which is, what do you do every damn day to make this happen, or to try to make this happen?
Okay, so what I'm doing, Jerry, is, as I said, I am a benefits advisor. I'm an insurance broker. I help people get life and health benefits. And with that being said, because I have ties with the service industry, I'm calling up business, I'm calling up people, individuals, and I'm presenting to them a link of who I am. It's a video link of who I am, and also a link. Let's just say it's a restaurant, a link to get better reviews. To get, I see reviews, and businesses got them. Word of mouth is great, but people go by reviews. And if your review says that you're safe, if your review says that, this is a great experience, so forth and so on, you can incorporate that. There's a link where you can incorporate it into Google or into Facebook, get these reviews and have people see it and be more exposed to your business. So what I'm doing every damn day is providing a link to who I am, providing a link to build your business, and also with the timely dining thing, that'd be my proposal to say, okay, these are the ingredients you need for your daily special, which is a portal, which is departure times, which is somebody that's going to go into that portal and promote the business live through Facebook or whatever. And this is just better marketing. we as a service industry can kind of, I think, fall into I don't know, complacency of trying to do what we normally do. But I see with timely dining that everybody that has these outdoor seating and outdoor patios are like, yeah, this is a fine fix for now, but moving forward, let's get it to where it's cultural, not just seasonal, cultural.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing every damn day, is to get it to where we're doing something that's going to be a permanent fix for whatever
Okay.
pandemic or life, gives us.
All right. So also on the show yesterday, we had Erica with When September Ends, and she gets to ask you a question, and you're going to get to ask Christian a question in a minute. But her question to you is, how are you building your community?
Through activity, through communication. With my job, and with a lot of people nowadays, they're working from home. This is my office, and this is where I sleep too. So, but you know what? Dorothy once said, "There's no place like home," and that's my credo. There's no place like home. I love it. So what I'm doing to build my community is I'm reaching out through the phone, through the electronics, through the links, and I'm communicating with them to see if I can solve some problems. Like earlier today, somebody needed some dental benefits, so I gave her a link to all the providers in a network that could use that benefit, and I also gave her a link as to who I am. We just got to link up. We got to help one another out, and this is what I do in building my community, because even though we're separate, we're all in this together.
All right. That's a great answer. I really like that you're constantly you're basically putting your CV in everybody's hands.
Yeah.
I mean, not quite that, but it's an economy of relationships. It always has been. It always will be.
Yeah.
And I really like how you're cultivating the relationships around you. So now you get the opportunity to ask Christian, who is doing Sylvan's Neighborhood, which is intentional. They grow their own food, solar, help each other out. So it's an intentional community. What question would you want to ask him, kind of entrepreneur to entrepreneur?
Okay. Today I got a quote, a Vince Lombardi quote, and it's, the measure of who we are is what we do with what we have. So my question to him is, what are you doing with what you have?
All right. So now I ask you that question. You've got to answer it for yourself. What are you doing with what you have?
With what I have is a computer, and I have a small studio in my basement where I make videos. And with that, I'm creating videos of awareness. I'm also educating through my videos, and I'm communicating. I'm reaching out there. I'm being active, and that's all I can do. You do what you use what you have to get what you want, and also to help other people out. So I want to help people out, and I'm using what I have to do that.
I love that answer. So here's a chance for $99. I'm going to throw that out there. Come pitch to us one of these days, whether it's on a Friday morning or a Sunday afternoon. Our next 99 Problems, but a pitch ain't one, is Friday at 9 a.m. We'd love to have you, but if you're working and got to do it on a Sunday, maybe you can fit that in. But everyone else out there, come watch, come pitch, come get involved. You get to hear really great ideas like Joachim's has right here. I like the idea a lot. thank you for being on the show. The show does air every damn day at 2 p.m. Is there anything you want to take us out with? Anything you want to say to the crowd?
I'm a believer that each one can reach one. So whomever has an opportunity to see this, feel free to reach out to me. Jerry's always been approachable, always just good people. But with everybody that appears, whether it be on 99 Problems or on this show, just, reach out, communicate. It's nothing to help someone else out if you have the time, because each one can reach one.
Perfect thing to go out on. Thank you so much for being on the show,
You got it, Jerry. It's been my pleasure. I appreciate you.
I'll talk to you soon, sir.
Okay.